Hi Masterchef, my name is Sebastian and I'm going to audition to be your next Masterchef. Now, a little bit about myself. I absolutely love cooking. This place to me is absolutely sacred. And well, yes, as you can imagine, I cook a lot of different things, mostly plain South American food and Western food. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to cook. A little bit about myself. I'm from Nanyang Polytechnic. I do business studies. And my ambition actually is to open a restaurant here where I can mix the flavors of South America and Southeast Asia. Get all those little flavors in there and just boom, 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 get in there. So yeah, like I was saying, I really have a huge passion for food. Ever since I saw the first MasterChef when I was 15, I was like, I have got to be in there. And now that I have the chance, I'm sending this to you. And now, without any further ado, I shall show you my special dish, my steak with mashed potatoes and a salad with an Asian Vietnamese vinaigrette. Simplicity is sometimes the best way to go. That is why I'm seasoning it with just some salt and pepper. That's all it needs, and later on you'll see how I cook the steak. In the meantime though, I shall make the salad. So what I'm going to do now is use a peeler to get really thin slices of cucumber and thin it out really well, and some carrots as well. And what this is going to do is just going to absorb that vinaigrette all the way. So when you take a bite of the carrot, you're taking a bite of the vinaigrette as well. So that's what I'm going to do with these. And like I was saying, I like to combine flavors from Asia because it has a Vietnamese vinaigrette. And same goes with the cabbage, nice thin slices, but if you mix it in with steak or mashed potatoes, it's just going to give it that whole new twist to the dish. That's why this is a fusion dish. Now for the vinaigrette, I'm going to use some dried chilies, which are an excellent source of heat on demand because they're so easily kept. Then after that, I'm going to take some limes, cut them in half, and then into a bowl go in the chilies. Then you squeeze out the lime juice. You got to put your back into it. I like to crack jokes like that. So after that goes a teaspoon of fish sauce. This goes excellent with about another teaspoon of sugar. And what you're going to do now is grind it up with a grinder, and you will have your perfect vinaigrette all set and ready. Now to give it that extra touch, what you're going to do is pass that mixture through a sieve. Well, I call it a sieve. And what it's going to do is just going to leave the vinaigrette. After that, you're going to put in all your diced vegetables. Put in the vinaigrette, give it a good mix with your hands. And then after that, you're going to give it a little toss with your hands as well. And you've got your salad ready. Mashed potatoes, right. So put a potato boiling water. After that, when it's ready, pass it through a sieve. Yes, I call it a sieve because I'm a Star Wars fan, just so you guys know. And then after that, what you're going to do is put the potatoes back into the pan. And I like to use a masher to mash my potato. I don't know, I just feel like a masher is the best way to go. I obviously don't have a thinner one, but this one does the job just fine. After that, I add some milk because it gives a delicious texture to it. And then I'm just going to give it a little bit of a mix. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a knob of butter, and after the butter just some simple seasoning with some pepper and some salt, and we're ready. This is my favorite part. So what I'm going to do is put some oil into a hot pan and lay the steak down. Oh, that sound just gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. Then after that, I'm just going to add some rosemary, some garlics, so that it gives a good delicious fragrance to the steak. I'm going to add some butter so that those flavors mix in with the butter. And I can do the next trick, which is tilt the pan, grab a spoon, pick up all those flavors and pour them on top. So it sort of like cooks it and evens out the flavors on both sides. After that, just let it rest for as long as it cooked. Right, so now mashed potatoes are on the plate, steak is rested, so what I'm going to do is lay the steak onto the plate and add one garlic just to give it that bit of decorative touch and to have that extra flavor when you eat. Then I'm just going to add in the salad, and after that I'm going to take the juices of the steak, pour them on top of the steak, and you have one of my best dishes, and hopefully is what's going to let me go in MasterChef. So see you guys in MasterChef.